tuna.
Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time and share them with you. And today, we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline set in our very own Valinara campaign setting. It is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes before they embark on a very magically charged quest, we'll say. So, why don't we start with an introduction for Freesta?
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Freesta. She's an Eladrin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious, fathomless patron.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Tala?
Hi, I'm Lydian, and I'm playing Tala, who is a total cleric. She's a socially awkward resident healer.
Heck yeah. Next up for our introductions, we've got Andy.
Hey, I'm Lexi. I play Andy. Andy is a Lightfoot halfling bar whiz who loves food. She wears a red vest with gold fringe, and she loves to play her family drum and flute with a new, or not so new anymore, violin. Her familiar's name is Perry, and he's currently in weasel form. And she is terrified of large trees because she was traumatized as a child. And she originally left home to find her brother Beck, who left the community.
So many things are happening. Next up for our introductions, last but not least, let's get an introduction for Ray.
Hey, I'm Anna. I play Ray, a tiefling wizard who escaped the prison island, travels with the group, and recently reunited with an old friend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Why are you smiling like that?
So, with our introductions covered, we are good to dive into our session. And why don't we do a little recap? You are in the wake of the reveal of Karavis, trying to follow the trails of the Shadowheart, which you think would be in Vale de Umbra based on the information that you have. The Professor Raladin Zephyriel is working on getting you to the not the Underdark. Working on getting you to Vale de Umbra, but it will take some time. And has said that if you have anything that you need to attend to here on Vale de Mortalis, to do so now. Because who knows when you'll be able to return. This has prompted some shopping, some conversations, and a plan to head out to the West Hills. Because Andy's family is expanding. And she's been invited back home. Now, during your planning for getting into the West Hills, you thought about teleportation to Renderin, which has been secured through an old friend of Ray's, Velissa, who has given you to the afternoon at the earliest to be able to get you there.
I've never taken a trip via teleportation. Is it dangerous?
Oh no. Nothing ever bad happens while teleporting.
Oh, okay. Is it the safest mode of transportation?
Sure.
Okay. Do I have to like strike a certain pose in order to?
Yes, yeah, you have to put
Teleport.
like your hands on your hips and stick your tongue out.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Both
do a little peace sign on one of them.
Yeah. Cock your
wait,
hip.
if both of my hands are on my hips, how can I do a peace sign?
Well, you need
Well,
a third. Oh, yeah, I guess you don't have a third arm to do that.
just use one of the hands.
I might
That's
still have a
levitation.
spare
not-
arm in the bag of holding if you need it.
I think we got rid of that guy.
Damn
Didn't we
it.
dump him out a while ago?
I feel like you
We
dumped him out in
littered.
the hag's lair.
Yeah,
That's
we
so
did. We
mean.
littered, remember? Yeah.
It was mean. Why did we do that?
Yeah, it was a bad judgment, really. We just got beat to crap, and so yeah.
I mean,
He
it
was,
going
he was
to
starting to
sting
rot.
everything.
and-
Yeah,
That's true too. Yeah.
Kind of nasty.
I kind of
Yep.
miss it.
Think about how all the other stuff smells in there.
I will give 5 gold to anyone who opens the bag of holding and just takes a giant whiff.
Ooh,
What, dude?
I'll do it.
I hold it out to Ray.
Alright.
Like
So,
a giant whiff.
as you take a whiff, does Freesta wear any sort of perfumes?
We'll say that she does, yes.
Does she smell like patchouli?
Get hands on the sword?
It's nothing too strong. It's floral and has like a spice sort of smell to it. I don't know how to explain it.
So, what you smell here, Ray, as you take a big whiff, is the faintest traces of the floral spiced oils that you can equate to the scent of your friend Freesta. And then the cold abyss of wherever the bag exists beyond.
It actually kind of smells kind of good.
Oh.
It
That's
smells like
the-
you, Freesta.
Oh. I
Oh,
mean, I guess I carry it around all day. Anyway, here's your 5 gold.
Thank you.
Mama did not raise a liar. It's the worst 5 gold I've ever spent.
What?
Well, how
I
much
thought it'd
gold did
be-
you spend with Darcy?
I don't want to talk about it. Second
it's
worst full time. I thought there'd be a bigger reaction, you know? There was a dead guy in there. I thought it would smell like dead guy.
I mean, it has been a while.
Hmm.
Probably aired out into the abyss.
I mean, what if I use the alchemy jug to make mayonnaise and just dump mayonnaise into the bag?
Probably smell
I
like
mean-
mayonnaise.
Freesta, don't you have what's it? That cantrip?
Oh, prestidigitation?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I also have magical. I
You
have
want to
two
make something
things.
smell bad.
I mean, I glance over at Logan and I try not to laugh and then glance back to the group. There's a few things I could do, but I would never do that. I'm too nice.
Nice. I think you should do it.
Sure.
I would do it.
I know you would. And I love that for you.
Is it time for us to go?
Well, that's
Yeah.
up to you. We can,
Ready.
if you want to skip to the afternoon, if there's no preparations that you want, you can
Nope.
just tell me that you head to the Mages Guild.
Yep,
Yes.
I've
Oh,
got
I want to
work
use my
to
pearls, but otherwise, yeah. Sorry.
Not allowed. We've already done the time skip. No.
finish.
But yes, you can use your pearl in the meantime. And yeah, you guys are able to set off as a few hours come through or go by come through, go by, whatever. You are able to shift from resting here, setting up the guards that have overcome and stayed, keeping your guest house safe. You know that it will be, of course, maintained by Relethalos and Renan in your absence as well. You set out to the Mages Guild. Afternoon, well in swing, and when you arrive, a figure is waiting outside on the sort of doorstep, one that you would all recognize as Ray's friend, Valissa.
Air quotes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to make sure that you all got in fine.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
it's fine.
Thank you.
Nudge Ray.
What?
No?
Uh-huh.
Well, since you're here, and it seems that you're ready to, travel, let's get you inside. And Valissa will head inside.
Great.
Following after her, you see the Mages Guild. For those of you that have been here before, it is as you last remember it, filled with researchers and all sorts of magic users going about their practitioners. And Valissa leads you up a few flights of stairs. More stairs inside than what would be appearing outside. So it does seem that there is some dimensional magics here at work. But you come to a room that is filled with a runic platform. It softly glows, and there are other mages here in attendance. Well, if you are ready to head surrender in, step us into the circle.
Oh, I step into the circle, and then I put my hands on my hip and cock it, and then stick my tongue out. I go, all right.
The mages that are here look to each other. Are you okay?
She's perfect.
I'm ready.
Let her have this.
And he's just cracking up on the side. Doing great.
Well, all right. And they just seem very concerned. The others, Ansel, Terminder, Lorcan, just sort of stroll into the center. They do not strike the same pose.
Andy will go in and strike the pose because it's funny. Next to Tala.
I want to step in and do the pose slightly different from Tala, just to try and make her think that she's doing it slightly wrong.
Oh
Well-
no, inside check.
I'll give
Like, I want to
Tala
step
bunny ears.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say Freesta roll a performance check. Performance or deception.
Yeah, it's the same modifier either way. That's so good.
Oh my
Oh.
Who's got the higher modifier?
I've got higher more. I've got +4.
Tala, you're doing everything that Andy said, but the way that Freesta's doing it is just you might be doing it slightly off and you don't know.
I immediately start to worry and try to go ahead and copy Freesta.
I slightly change every time that she gets it close to what I'm doing.
Oh my
Go back
goodness.
to like what she did. Imagine this messes up the whole teleportation. Kind of funny, actually.
I hope it does.
Me too.
So,
The knife day, I don't know.
as you are um uh as you are doing this, Melissa kind of pinches the bridge of her nose. Well, I wish you all the very best of luck. Oh, before I forget, and she'll move to stand in front of Ray, and will hand Ray a envelope for when you want to come back, if you want to come back through the teleportation.
Okay, thank you. Ray will give her like a kind of a hug.
Can I get a perception check from everyone that's not Ray?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Andy and Freesta, you would spot the sort of pink tinge to Melissa's cheeks as she returns the hug. But when she pulls back, very much the sort of pursed lips looking off to the side. Well, you're all set to go. Don't cause any trouble that would get our mentor's name further into any sort of messes, okay?
Try not to.
And with that, you all are teleported.
No promises.
Hell yes.
And as you arrive, you find yourself in a courtyard here of a very busy university.
Whoa, that was so cool.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job, Tala. And like she'll like pat you on the knee and like
Thank you. I tried my best.
Is there anything that we can see that we're like in the correct area?
yeah, does it look fun? And he's just gonna start asking people if it's not obvious. Hello.
Yeah, no, if you are looking around, there are people here, students, staff members, other researchers that come through. Again, you're on the courtyard of this massive university, and Ray, you would recognize this space. You've been here very briefly before in the past, but this is the Vesalier Institute of the Arcane.
Oh, fun. I'll share that with the group.
Wow. more smart people.
Fun.
So we're surrounded by a bunch of prissy wizards.
Yeah.
A bunch
Isn't
of
it great?
nerds like me.
I don't think you're prissy, although I don't know what prissy means. Okay.
I meant more the nerdy side, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's cool wizards like you two, and then there's wizards who think they're better than everyone because they learn magic rather than having it from a source or innately, and there's just this sort of prissiness. It's the only word I can think of. If a wizard in this place looks down on me, I'm going to kick them in the knees.
Do it.
Just a warning.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
mage
wizard.
hand give them bunny ears for the rest of the day, but yeah, that
Oh,
too.
that's smart.
do all of it. Do all of it.
Can I just try that on like a random person, give them like bunny ears?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Try that out, Professor.
Go ahead, give me a D100 roll here real quick.
Yeah. A 2.
Cool. The person that you give the mage hand bunny ears to, doesn't seem to notice at all. And then you would spot as like all the other people kind of snicker at them. They curl in on themselves, holding their bags a little closer.
Can I give that person a bite? I feel bad. You got this. Don't let them pull you down.
Sure. Yeah, you give a bardic to this random person who looks over and like just does a double take because they've never seen you before in their life.
It's fine. I'll dismiss Mage Hand. Okay, never mind. Let's go.
Alright. Where do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to find like maybe like an inn or something? That way we can have a place to stay.
Yeah,
Sure.
maybe we find the inn first.
Yeah, because it's like evening, afternoon.
You traveled in the afternoon, so yeah, it's afternoon here. There's not that much of a time
Okay.
difference.
Sure. It's straight north from like Wintervale.
Yeah, it's like due north, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we head out in the morning then.
Is there like a tourist, information center booth or directory or brochure that says you should, like the places you should visit?
You can try and find one, for sure.
Mhm.
I'd say
Fine.
that's
Maybe
an
there will be,
investigation.
maybe there will be one
Roman,
at
do
the
you know?
hotel.
Oh yeah.
I don't really. It's been a long time since I've been in Renderin. I've been at Soraneros' side, and he traveled a lot. And I just really kind of, I let him take the lead, and I just did what he needed me to.
How long have you been away?
Well, I was 13 when I saved Soraneros, I think. So,
Wow,
that's when I lost my arm. Um,
that's wow. You were so young.
well, I mean, he was important for the family, and it was just I didn't think of anything, and then he took me under his wing.
And your family was okay with you going with it?
Well, I mean, my family's always worked under his family.
Oh. Well, in what capacity?
I mean, I don't know the full history of it, but we just, they're they're like kind of like Delwyn, I would guess, like patrons. I don't know for sure, but I just know that I was already working under the Soraneros house line. I just wasn't working for him directly until after that, and he decided that I was good to keep close.
Do you have any siblings?
Unless mom and dad had anything, like any children while I was away. No, I was an only kid.
How old are you now?
I mean, probably it's hard to keep track of. I didn't have a lot of access to calendars. It's been maybe a decade.
Oh, that's a long time.
So young.
Well, I mean, I guess a lot of things are young compared to an elf. You guys are I don't want to say like you guys are old, but you guys are very long lived.
You guys are old.
You guys are all
Yeah.
children compared to me.
Yep.
Well, how old are you, Frista?
I'm 70.
You're what?
Around 70 years old.
70 years old?
70, yes.
Oh.
Still considered young for an elf, but compared to all of you, I am probably about the same age as your grandmothers.
Should we have bought you a cane? In the shop?
I am in my prime, you. I could take you in a fight, no problem.
I mean,
All right.
people with canes are sexy.
They are
Let's
sexy.
bring the elderly abuse down.
Whoa,
No.
excuse me?
Just friendly banter.
You gotta be careful, there, Frista. I'm keeping an eye out for you.
Morgan, how old are you?
Probably. I grew up with a place that we don't hate calendars like that. So if I had to do a quick estimation, I'd probably be about 43.
Whoa.
I've been around for a while. Still young.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Does Logan have hair?
He does.
Terramender question. Would you want to visit your family while we're here?
No, they're probably busy doing work stuff, and since we don't have to worry about Sarneros because you guys took care of him, they're not going to be any sort of danger. So,
Okay. Since we're here,
yeah,
seemed like
it'll
might be a good time.
no, I think it'll be fine. We don't have to worry. It's because you got to get to West Hills because you've got your cousin's has a baby on the way, and we don't know, that could be any day now.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Let's go get a hotel.
Going back to the 13 investigation, there's not really anything that is being advertised as a welcome center. But you would notice that there are a few carts, horse-drawn, that are promoting tours of the city.
I mean,
That's, I mean, I feel like, should we? Andy? Should we
Sorry?
just concentrate on traveling to your families, or do you think we should do a tour and make
Well, I
Faye
figure
like
I figure we
describe
head out
the?
in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure we head out in the morning, so we have the evening, afternoon to do stuff. A tour sounds fun.
Okay. I go up to one of the carts that has that sign. Hello.
Welcome to Renderin. Are you looking for a tour?
We think so, but how long is the tour?
Weeks.
Hold on, I'm doing quick tech fix. Oh, a tour can be quick if you want the quick version. 2 hours. But if you want a longer version, we could get you for 3.
And do you visit like any celebrity's house? Like what is this tour consistent of?
It consists of Renderin. It's a beautiful city here.
Okay. And how much is it?
For yourself, 5 gold.
No, 5 gold per person?
It depends. How many people are you bringing into the cart?
8?
Oh, well, that is
7?
a little bit more than what we can carry, but we could do 8 people. It would be
2 of them are small.
Really, it's 7. Like, come on.
Oh, is it 7?
it is 7.
Okay, fine. Okay,
It's 7, but like
7
it's 6.
people and
because-
2 of them are small, so it'll be more like 6.
It's not so much that, they are small. They are still people. We have to sit in the cart, and the horses need to draw them. For 6 people, we are going to say that it will be 90 gold.
It could be on somebody's lap.
90 gold.
He's ripping you off,
Yeah.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what? That seems like a lot. We're going to shop around. Thank you.
You will not find a better tour than my cart.
I understand. Thank you. I go to
That
another
math
cart.
isn't mathing.
Hello.
Recognize that you guys were out of towners. What do you expect?
Oh,
Hello,
total and,
how much-
and an elf. And,
How long
Locals.
is your tour?
As you move up to another figure. If you want a tour, we could get you around the city for about 2 hours, 3 hours.
And how much is it per person?
Well, per person, you're looking at about maybe 4 gold, but if you have a group over 4, we do charge extra.
Oh, if we have 7
just walk
people,
around.
how much? Okay. Thank you.
Well, have a great one.
Thank you. That sounds like a ripoff.
Yeah. The math ain't math.
I have a great idea.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
No. What if I turn into a horse? The 2 little ones actually can ride me, and that would be almost like a tour.
Hey. Those words aren't wording.
I can also do. Hold up. I can also do a floating disc if we want to like be fancy, and a what's it? The unseen servant that can not do anything useful. How much can the disc hold? 500 pounds. Oh yeah, okay. Sure, tell it. If we
How
want to
wide
wait 10
is it?
minutes. 3 feet? 3 feet in diameter. So like one person could stand on it. And then we can get 2 people on the horse.
So that'll be 4 of us. Yeah. So I can carry you and Caramander. Which is either Freesta or Ray can actually go on the disc, and the rest of them can walk.
Yep,
It'll
Logan
be a
should walk.
parade.
Perfect. Okay. We walk around with it. Oh, my
So
lord.
yeah, just make Ansel and Lorcan walk for sure.
Yeah.
I'll, I'll
that-
walk. This just seems too confusing, and I don't want to stand on a disc.
Wow. You don't want to stand on this? What the heck?
I mean,
Why are you upset?
I I don't need to ride on a horse. I mean, if Hala really wants to turn into one, I'm not. You do what you want to do, but I'm fine walking.
Okay.
Like, if you guys want to go for the tour, you can go for the tour. I've been to Rendering before. I don't need one. So
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you
Minda,
can
you
be a
should
tour
give
guide.
us a tour. Yeah.
I don't know the city very well. And her face starts to go very red. It's been years since I've been here. If you
I will
want...
trust you. You just lead us around.
Okay.
Think of it more
You
as
can
we're
do
Don't
it.
have to tell
exploring
us
together.
anything. You just point
Eh.
the direction.
I don't know where anything is.
It
Well,
doesn't matter.
we'll just
That's fine.
explore.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Oh
Terraminder
my god.
is very flushed, very much staring at the cobblestones of the street. Only looking,
Emotional breakdown.
yeah, only looking up every so often to check for like street signs.
Can I turn into a puppy and just walk next to her? A mastiff puppy, so I'm like her size.
Yeah, if you want
the
to.
big, like.
Yeah.
Um. So. As you are walking through, what are you looking for? A inn, a hotel? Are you looking for
Food.
one that is food? We love that. Um,
Free food?
Well, good food.
I'll tell you, free food is not good food in this town. Or in the city.
Yeah, I
Um,
figured.
I said street food.
oh, street
Oh,
food.
street food. Okay.
I heard free. I'm sorry. All I was thinking about was the New York subway rat. Um, so, yeah, there is a few carts, that, seem to be selling street, fare. One seems to have, shaved ice, that you can see is, said to be, sweetened with, coconut cream, as well as, fruits and flavors. There are, of course, smaller, figures that, ride around on what look to be, almost bicycles, but have carts, built onto the back. And you can see, that they advertise, larger establishments. Most of these smaller carts, seem to be, with, hand pies or other, warm foods that can easily be grabbed. And it is a very, colorful city. But if you're looking for a sit-down restaurant, you can 100% do a investigation check.
Has Hunter's been upon me?
Not in general, no, unfortunately.
That sucks.
God.
All right. With a 24, Barista, yeah, you're noticing all levels of areas that you could sit down to eat. High class restaurants, smaller cafes, dives, holes in the wall that seem to have a few regulars and locals going through. You could find practically anything with a 24.
Ooh. We still try and find a place that's relatively small and doesn't look that grand, but more because it means it's not a tourist trap and it's somewhere that the locals go consistently and enjoy.
Yeah. With that, you will end up at the near and far joint. It is a smaller cafe-like establishment. There are a few people that are seated already. The atmosphere here is very. You can see all sorts of knickknacks and tchotchkes that are on display here. And it's almost maximalist, but in a cozy way. If anyone has seen Cracker Barrel, imagine that.
Yay.
Yummy. Yeah, good find, Friesta.
I try.
You cry.
I want food. I try. I also cry. But that is neither here nor there.
Okay. Just checking.
I appreciate it. I want food.
I'm
Yes,
gonna take Faye
okay,
to a
great.
Cracker Barrel when she comes over.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Then we can play the Waffle House TTRPG.
Absolutely. I'm
So,
gonna make a list.
yeah, what? What do you guys, do you spend some time here to eat, relax, plan? What do you guys do?
Yeah. Eat food. Try and not think about where we're going. The usual.
I mean, while we're talking about it, I think maybe we should go into a little more depth on what you expect from us, Andy. Like, what's the. How are we to act? Should we be ourselves? Should we not be ourselves? Who's sort of. What's the vibe? What are we doing?
Okay, I guess ground rules. Don't kill anyone, please.
Damn it, why am I alone then?
Looking at Logan. No, kidding.
Oh, never killed anyone that didn't deserve it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you say so. Vibes. Gosh, I don't know. You know, like this is like asking someone to describe something they've lived with their entire life, and it's like, well, it just kind of is. I guess we could do power structure. It's always a good time. Grandma Stefania's at the top. Don't mess with her. She's disappointed in everyone and everything. Hates life. At least that's the vibes I get.
Who's older, me or your grandma?
Grandma for sure. She's
Damn
like
it.
pushing like 200. She's like really
Ooh.
old for a halfling.
Damn.
I don't know if it's quite that much, but it seems like it. She's like outlived most of the people in her generation. She's my great grandmother.
Maybe her and Trista will get along.
You know, if she gets along with anyone but her husband, I'd be surprised. I don't even know if they get along. Second husband.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's her. You got the Council of Elders. You don't see them much though. And then you got the heads of the families. My dad was one of them. I guess he's still one of them. And then yeah, and then each family has their own thing going on with like head of house and whatever. But yeah, fun times. Everyone else is great. So yeah, I can take you over to my Aunt Marie's place, and she's a really good cook. Or my uncle, my brother could teach you how to fish. Or my uncle Lufo could teach you like more like medicinal stuff. All kinds of things. Maybe.
Dude, sounds good.
Yeah. Good times. Yeah, but in terms of vibes right now, I don't know. And I don't really want to talk to my brother again because I just kind of want to not think about it. But I'm assuming everyone's going to be mad at me for leaving, except for maybe my siblings. So yeah.
One way to find out.
Yeah.
So, a meal here at the cafe is going to run you about 5 silver, so half a gold piece
Total or per person?
per person.
Okay.
It's a little classy, but not the most expensive place to eat. At this point, you're starting to get into the actual evening. The sun is starting to lower in the sky. If you would like to try and find perhaps some accommodations for the evening.
Yes. Freesta, you did such a good job at food.
Oh god, don't put it on me.
I will help you.
Oh great. Are you rolling or should I do it?
I'm helping you, so you roll.
Okay. 21.
Okay. Yeah, you find yourself as you're looking around. Would you be looking in a higher district or a more affordable district?
More affordable, simply because I want the walls to be thin enough that I can hear Loki's knocking from his pillow that I enchanted earlier.
Then you'd be able to find a what is called you can see the Windmill Hotel is how it sets itself out. It doesn't have an operational windmill, but it does have one as part of the sign. And it is a single building, 2 stories, set right in the district bordering the trades district and the more lower income. You believe that this will have thin walls.
Solid place just for one night. We don't want to spend all our money.
No. Would they let Andy perform?
What? Oh.
This is an inn with not an associated tavern. So taverns are separate from inns.
Oh. Okay.
And that's historical fact that Faye knows and tries to incorporate.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, yeah, you guys enter into the Windmill Hotel. You see that there is a halfling that is behind the bar with the ledger book. They do not seem to be reading the ledger book, nor do they appear to be working. They appear to be reading something else.
You remind me of my friend. Looking at Freesta.
The
Get a
halfling.
look at the book.
Yeah, go ahead, take a, we'll make this a perception check to see if you can look at the book.
14.
It looks to be very dry historical treatise.
Ugh.
Never mind.
Yes. Can I help you?
One night, 7 people.
One night? We don't have 7 rooms.
Well, how many rooms do we need? Like 2, 3? How many beds per room?
I've got 1 available room with 3 beds. Most others have 1, but I could get a cot pulled in.
Well, I
Okay,
don't
3
need a
rooms.
bed.
3 rooms. One extra cot.
We can do
Sounds good.
3 rooms and an extra cot, yeah.
Right.
He'll make a tally there, and for that it would be a total of 6 gold and 3 silver.
Group fund?
Group fund.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, where's my group fund?
A very group thing.
6 gold, 3 silver.
6 gold and 3 silver.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Do I recognize the? Could I look? Did I notice the manuscript?
I'd say that you'd be able to see it.
Do I recognize it given my history classes?
It's none that you've read before, but history books are very straightforward with their titlings. You can see treaties of the architectural effects of the post War of Dominion mortal realm.
Fun. Can I come up with anything like erudite to say on the matter?
Can you? Roll me an intelligence
Yes,
check.
for you. Oh, okay. Just straight intelligence. Oh,
Sure.
it's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you could come up with something smart to say, which actually kind of the halfling that you've been speaking to is very dull in his personality just as you've interacted, but there's like the barest hint of a gleam in his eyes as you speak. And I didn't realize that we were so well aligned in interests.
Well, I dabble in the histories. I'm sure not what I'm sure I couldn't hold a candle to your knowledge, but I know a little.
Well,
Bye.
it's truly
Oh, no.
interesting. And he just calls that as you leave.
No, I'd stop if he was saying something.
Oh, I'm just very... The architecture and the history of it is very interesting. I have recommendations if you'd like.
Sure, I'll spend some time talking to this halfling.
He'll just... He doesn't even talk during that time. He just pulls out another piece of paper and writes down, like, book after book after book and hands it to you.
Lovely. And where might I find these tomes of unimaginable size and depth?
Well, I've found a lot of them in the Vesalier Institute. It has a lovely library, but you could likely find some in some bookstores as well.
Good to know. Are you a student, perhaps, or is just a hobby?
I'm just interested in the architecture. Not quite smart enough for the full courses Vesalier offers.
Well, best of luck. Maybe I'll pick up another hobby.
I'll see you around, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I do like having friends, he says as he looks back to his book.
Oh
Aww.
my god.
Aww.
Wait, what's your name? On top of the stairs.
Theo. Theo.
Theo.
No, let me get you an
Dio.
actual name.
Dio in disguise.
Theo's
Stalking us.
brother.
Oh yeah. His
times
halfling
two.
brother.
It's just the most boring ass name.
Mhm.
Oh, people don't usually ask for my name. I'm Boffer.
Bob.
Yeah.
That's a lovely name.
And
Well,
I-
see you around. Bye.
I look to see how far. Okay, how far is Terramander standing from where I am?
Not terribly far. However, before we get too far down this, we do have to take our first ad break. So, stick around with us. We'll be right back to continue our story, filled with new friendships and awkward connections. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable, but you can always directly support us through my Ko-fi, link for that's on screen and in our chat room. And we'll see you all very soon. Alrighty, we are back in action here. And it is, Tala, you were asking after Terraminder here. What's going on there?
Okay, first, two things. First is, what is her reaction to this interaction?
She's, normal, which, for Terraminder at least, which means incredibly awkward.
Okay. Um, then she leans over to talk, whisper into Priestess ear, but noticing that Priestess is distracted, I lean over and raise ear, and I go, wait, and I try to whisper so Terramander doesn't hear me. I go, what's that flirting? Was Andy flirting with that innkeeper?
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I take notes.
Okay. So, you have 3 rooms, with an extra cot coming up.
Well, we don't really need. Do we need the card? I don't think so, because then
You've
3 of
already
us, and then
paid for
Paula
it.
and Terry and Andy can share the bed.
Oh, we have it
I
now.
don't need a bed.
Look, you're gonna make
It'll
poor
be for
Barfer bring
Terry.
the cot up just to tell him to bring it back down.
It'll
Absolutely.
be for Harry. It'll be fine. No.
So, yeah, you guys, get the room keys, they're upstairs on the 2nd level, and you've got 3 rooms with, 2 beds each, and then Barfer is bringing up an extra cot.
What a pal.
Yep.
Great. Well, I can play us a song before we go to sleep.
Play a lullaby.
Yeah, and Tala, I've been teaching her the triangle. Maybe she can hold a
Ooh.
beat.
Yes,
This is your time.
it is my time.
This is what we've been working up towards all these many hours and days.
Absolutely.
No pressure. Don't mess it
Oh.
up.
No
I
pressure
will laugh.
whatsoever. Damn it.
Nope.
If you mess up, I'll point and laugh at you.
I was hoping that I would fail. Lol.
Alright, I'll do performances. Low roll 25.
Yeah, you guys are doing fine. It's you can definitely tell that Tala is still in the learning phases here, but it sounds good.
Lovely. Does Lorcan want to play cards and lose at cards again?
No, it's not.
I love the fact that Lexi is trying to drag this out as like much as possible.
Well, this is both Lexi and Andy. Well, this is mostly Andy, to be honest. It's like, anything else?
Nope, I think it's time for us to go to sleep. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
Okay.
Right.
Bye.
As everyone rests, why don't we get wisdom saving throws, please?
Oh,
So
Is this
good.
like a charm?
No.
Wait, what?
I'm almost sad. Okay, 16.
Hell yeah.
Dirty 20.
That's a nat 20. That's a 25.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So wise.
nasty.
What's your words of wisdom?
Tala, Andy, Ray, your nights go by with ease. Freesta,
I
you don't sleep for your own reasons. However, even in your trance, you do find yourself in a state known as reverie. A place where you're able to view your memories. And as you fall into this state, as your trance begins to come in full, you feel a chill around you. There is a howling of wind in your ear. And you know that this is a memory you must have experienced once, but it is different than how you've remembered it in your waking hours. And because there is cries of your name in the wind. You recognize the voice. Young, younger than you. It's your brother. And then it is silent. And all you hear is the wind. All you see is ice and snow. And that's how you come out of your trance.
fantastic.
So, you all can press your long rest button.
oh my god.
Yay. But at what cost?
The sound of knocking did appear throughout the night, so you were able to at least get that. But you also heard Lorcan's complaining throughout the entire evening, and in the morning. There is unfortunately no complimentary breakfast at the Windmill Hotel.
But I was schmoozing the attendant. Come on.
I mean, if you want to take Barfer's breakfast, you can ask him. But it's not enough for everybody.
It's fine, we can make stew.
Oh, that's true. Just
Six
sit there in the
sounds
common room, like he has his like package, whatever, and then we have our like.
It's 100% like a brown sack, and it's got like the
Lovely.
egg McMuffin but made at home, and
The
then
fantasy egg
yeah,
muffin.
and then it's like a banana
Mhm.
on the side. And he probably has the same thing every day.
Should we hand him some stew?
I think we should give him some stew.
I don't know. It's
He
what has
seems
he done to
nice.
earn our stew?
He has to own the stew.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Don't give stew to just anyone.
Andy would try and sneak Barfo some stew.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright. That's a 21.
Oh,
I believe that will surpass Reese's passive perception.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So, oh, thank you. I've never had a friend give me food before.
Ooh. That's like indeed. Yeah. Well, there you go. You're welcome. Walk away.
God.
The book that he's reading.
It's still the same treatise from before. But
Well, it has a thick book. Okay.
yeah, it is a
Great.
thick book. And you would just, as you're leaving, oh, friends are so nice.
This gives me high school flashbacks.
Well, if we're keeping nice to him and then he's just not gonna leave us alone, and it's like that thing where like if you feed a stray cat and then like 10,000
Yeah.
come up to your house, and that's what
Yeah.
Frista's worried
It
about.
would be useful, I don't know.
Well, I'm more concerned too that when we leave, he'll be sad because then his one friend that he I will have left. Oh well. Too late now.
So, um, yeah, so it's the stew has been snuck over. And then yeah, you guys can eat your stew for the um thing. Lorcan looks like absolute hell this morning for breakfast. He did not get good sleep at all.
It's
Look,
fantastic.
you don't look so good.
Yeah, there was some god's awful knocking all throughout the night.
I didn't hear any knocking.
Hey, well, you sleep like the dead.
Okay, well that's true. I guess. Okay.
What save is it to resist the smile?
Charisma save.
7.
Yeah, Friesta's grinning maniacally. Lorcan,
Yeah, Andy's not surprised.
Lorcan looks over. And what's so funny about me not getting sleep?
I didn't say anything was funny.
Yeah, but you're
Can I not
smiling.
smile?
Not
Is there something wrong with smiling?
it is when there's shenanigans about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who did you room with?
Ansel?
Yeah, I've roomed with Ansel.
I look over at Ansel. Why did you keep knocking?
I wasn't. I was also kept up by the infernal knocking.
Well, here's the thing. How many knocks was it? Because then we'd know whether or not it was Ansel.
And Ansel just rolls his eyes at this again. It was a single knock. Just every so often there would just be a knock.
I need to try harder next time. What?
Let me just roll something here real quick. Oh, come on. My browser's being slow.
Say please.
I'm not gonna say please to my browser.
You just said
Please,
please. You say please and like put the fingers together.
please, you have to turn off your ad block.
There we go. Lorcan doesn't seem to clock what you've said here, Freesta, but Ansel's eyes are immediately on you.
Poor Logan.
Who was I rooming with
Poor
last
Ansel.
Um, who were you
Ray?
rooming with?
Maybe Ray.
Yeah.
If you guys were
Ray.
working on May's stuff.
You sure?
Yeah, sure. We'll say I was
You
rooming
were?
with Ray. I have an alibi. I was with Ray the whole night. Isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Did you hear any knocking, Ray?
No.
Didn't think so.
Sleep like a baby.
I know. I love that for you.
Thank you.
Ansel says nothing, but he is 100% like just watching you, Freesta.
I stick my tongue out.
He looks away with a blush.
Oh.
So,
We have to leave now.
do you? Are you leaving? What are you guys doing?
I stay here forever.
No, we need to go.
Yep, we need to.
Okay, fine.
Now, do we want to buy horses so we can get there quicker?
I think we established it wouldn't really be quicker.
You already saved a lot of time by using the teleport.
Yeah, we'll walk it. And like horses and a bunch of halflings might not go so well. Depending on who you are in that scenario.
Okay. Is there anything else that you do either in the Windmill Hotel or in Rendering before you start heading out?
Gather some light snacks for the road, and that's it.
So, you are able to head out of the city, and this is where, Andy, you are able to start taking the lead because you did make this trek to Rendering once upon a time.
Yep, before we got kidnapped.
Before the caravan situation, yep.
Yeah. What a time. We were so young.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just had a thought.
Oh god, I hate when you have those.
Thinking? What's that?
I can just drop it in here real quick.
Drop it in what?
So,
I know, I've been thinking about it a lot.
yeah. So, as you are setting out, I said what? This will be about a week's travel from Rendering to West Hills?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't super fun.
Yeah, it's not terribly far. We'll say it's just under a week. So,
Lovely.
why don't we get Andy, since you're leading us off? Why don't we get a d20 roll, please?
Just a random d20.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 10. Average.
Yeah, very average. You are out there, and the day is traveled fairly well. The weather is nice. You don't have to worry about anything. You keep to the roads, and you pass by another few travelers. They give you waves, but otherwise, your travel is unhindered.
Lovely.
I'm going to ask for a what's it called? Survival check for everyone to find a place to camp for the evening.
Nice. Oof.
Alrighty. Yeah, working together, it perhaps takes a little bit longer than you may have liked, but you do find a suitable place to rest for the evening.
Okay. Stew. What kind of stew do we got, Faye?
Oh shit, I was supposed to make the full stew thing. Hold on. I've got the basis of it.
Wow.
You
Roll for
have
stew.
yeah, why don't we get a d20?
You're a D20.
Damn.
Rista, you're the stew man.
Oh god, that's so much pressure.
No pressure.
9.
Oh.
Alright.
9 is 7.
What you've got here is a stew that is of it's essentially an Irish stew, but you're in Velinara, so it's we'll say it's venison, carrot, potatoes, and it is simmered in a beer broth.
Yummy.
And per usual, I scoop out all the venison and just dump it in Andy's bowl.
Yep. Andy gets the double serving of meat.
Lovely.
Alright, so any conversations over your stew this evening?
What do you think Beck meant about your tree?
You mean about it being like sentient or like magical?
Yes, both.
I'm hoping he was mistaken. Do you want me to look it up?
Do you think? I mean, I can speak to plant. Do you think it's a good idea for me to try to speak to the tree?
Sure. I could do the nerf to legend lore on it too. Honestly, I'm a little bit terrified of doing that. But I could try.
Okay.
You want me to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold my hand.
Okay.
Faye, can I do a wisdom save before I do that?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me a wisdom save.
Great. Well, okay. I'm feeling confident with Tala there, I guess.
Yeah, the hand holding is really helping.
Yeah. Alright, I'll take out the mirror of the past, I think is that what it's called, and think about the tree. The walnut tree, the lantern tree.
Right.
Traumatized me as a child.
Let me just double check something here real quick. So feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves as I check something.
Tala, I'm scared.
I know. I know. But we're here with you.
Pat, pat.
Yes.
Do you have any happy memories under the tree?
Oxygen.
It wasn't really used for happy things. I mean, I guess there was weddings, so I guess those are happy.
Yeah.
I guess my brother got married under the tree and stuff. So
Good.
I guess
Was that
one
a
or
nice
two.
wedding? Okay. Good.
Yeah, it was a nice wedding. I mean, so the ceremony is held under the tree, but then like the party is in the big field north of the hills. So ceremony was fine, but like the fun part was, I guess, not under the tree.
Do you remember what kind of food was at your brother's wedding?
Oh, all the good food. I think we had welcome soup, which was it's like the thing where like the my brother moved into his wife's house, and so their family made him welcome soup, and it was a whole thing.
And
I
if
mean, we
my
had
memory serves me right, welcome soup's quality changes depending on what's at the house, right?
so it was like a fish stew, and it was really delightful.
Oh, good.
God, you're making me hungry. And I'm already hungry. Talk about all the stew. Now we're talking about soup. Now we're talking. Now there's fish involved. Oh man, I want food.
No. It as you see the everything come together here in the mirror. Anyone who's nearby would be able to spot this. There is a seed in the ground, and it is covered by soil pushed by dark clawed hands. And then the view shifts outwards, and we see days pass in blinks of eyes, rains fall, and the tree begin to grow, and it twists as it grows larger, larger, and there are gatherings around it, portraits hung upon it, memories. That's much the vision is just the little blips of festivities and the hangings of new portraits, and it lasts for a minute.
Well, that wasn't as traumatizing as I thought it would be. Good.
Do you share this info?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's you see it on the mirror, and I show it to whoever's there.
Oh.
So.
Does the hand look familiar?
Does it?
Roll history checks.
Joy. Oh.
Andy, you've never seen those hands before in your life.
Great. Nope. No idea.
Holly, you may have seen hands like that before. Hands are very, you see one set of hands, you've seen them all,
Mm.
Are the hands hot?
Hot with demonic energy.
Ooh. Sexy.
Hell yeah.
Lovely. I will not have terrible images of claws tonight. Nope.
Are you sure it's terrible?
Well, it might not be, that's true.
It could be many other things.
Evil. Death. Incarnate. Yeah, there's a lot of other things that it could be. That's for sure.
Well, if there are no more conversations based around trees or clawed hands this evening, do you set up watch?
I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose. I'll go first.
Wait a
Take
second.
last watch as always.
I'll go whatever. The usual.
Okay. So, why don't we, Ray, why don't you roll me any even-sided die?
Even-sided die, okay.
Yep.
A D420.
D100.
Four D20s.
I only need the one.
Oh. It'd be funny for four, but oh. Crazy.
Cool. You'll take second watch with Tala.
Okay.
Terraminder is with Freesta on third. And Andy will have Andy gets Ansel.
Oh,
So
You're in the first and second watch. Freesta's sitting, like, still genuinely sitting at the fire, just staying there-ish.
Lorcan's snoring, but every so often there's the sound of a knock. And he has to like readjust himself. For the first watch, let's get a perception check from Andy and Ansel.
Ooh,
Oh god.
yikes. Well,
Maybe it's the fact that Priest is still at the fire.
yeah.
Ansel seems to be keeping his eye out well onto the areas around. Seems paying attention to that. But Andy, what are some thoughts going through your mind this evening?
Stress. Yeah, she's feeling a little anxious about getting back to her family. Like she's been wanting this for a while, and now that it's here, it's like, oh, never mind. I liked having blissful ignorance of like all that was happening. It's been fun to be on her own and to make new friends and do important stuff. And she's worried that when she goes back, she'll just be this disappointing little descendant from Grandma Stefania, and like no one will treat her any differently than they did then. And then there's like the issue with like the brother who has the bounty on the head, who's also there, who no one really liked at the end. And but the cousin's having a kid, so that's good, I guess.
Yeah. Priesta, since you're awake, what's going through your mind?
Just don't want a repeat of last night, so I am staying as close to any source of warmth that I can, and trying not to drift away to sleep or into a trance, if that would affect, exhaustion in the morning. But she's trying to stay up.
Give me a Constitution save, please, at the end of this.
13.
Alright, you continue to stay awake. First watch shifts into second.
Paula,
Yeah.
wakey, wakey.
Okay.
And like Andy just goes over and like passes out
Yeah.
on the sleeping ball.
Can we hear
face
the
down.
the knocking?
Yes, every so
I'm
often.
10 feet away.
Yeah.
I take out my triangle and try to match it.
Practicing?
Mm-hmm.
She needs it. No, I'm kidding.
Yep.
The second time, Lorcan, like, halfway sits up. We're trying to sleep.
Well, looks like you're not getting much.
But
Andy's out.
you keep making noise, and it's
I
puzzling.
warned you about the knocking when we got up. It's...
Did you?
I said it was happening. You always thinking it was a lark. I need to sleep. And he goes back.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Oh no.
Is
What?
it still just one knock?
Yeah.
I thought we set it up as 4 knocks.
No, it was the single knock because it was the getting back for the single knock at the table, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
It was originally like 24 seconds of silence and then 4 knocks.
Okay,
but
so
I
it
don't
was...
mind what-
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if, like, I didn't have it written down the number of knocks entirely. But I did have it written down that there was the mostly silence and then knocks. But, yeah, no, every so often there's just the knocks. And Lorcan still kind of shifts. You would notice Risa still at the fire, as Tala and Ray, you get up for your watch. And I'm going to ask for, firstly, perception checks.
Fun.
Cool. I'll keep your watch perception checks in mind.
Distracted by all the knocks.
Yes.
We're gonna die.
It's Reese's fault. Just so you know.
It's fine. It'd be
you-
better. Die now, die later.
Yeah. And you won't have to go to the big tree.
Right, yeah, I
The
mean, my grandma
dino
would kill me, so...
later.
Oh. What does your watch here look like? Again, you've noticed Freesta at the fire.
I don't know. With the natural one, did I?
Yes. Your perception check is for literally everything else outside of the camp.
Krista, are
Boy
you
in camp?
okay?
Priest will
Did
protect
you?
sleep.
Oh, okay.
Give me a deception check, please.
Great. That one.
Tala, you can tell Friesta is not actually asleep.
I go up and put my face like almost nose to nose in front of her face. I go, Krista, are
Mm-hmm.
you okay?
I'm great.
Okay. Do you want to talk about anything?
Not really.
Okay. I'll let you be. Do you think Indy was flirting with that innkeeper?
Absolutely.
I thought so too. I made notes.
Andy did give him food.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And it's like for her to share food. Oof, that was very. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Any thoughts for Tala and Ray as you have your watch here?
Hungry, think about food.
You know, Andy had told me that she dreamt of a charcuterie board that got dropped on the ground, and she was very sad about it.
Oh,
Um,
fun.
Yeah, I don't know why she thought about charcuterie boards specifically, but yeah. So Lessa, it
Yeah?
was very nice that she waited for us to make sure that we got up there safely.
Yeah.
She handed you something. What was it?
I haven't decided on opening it yet, actually.
Oh, okay,
I might open it later, but I might just keep it
okay,
around for a minute.
okay. Do you think that will you reach out to your mentor to tell him that it wasn't all your fault?
Most likely, but I want to like figure out how to go about it, I suppose.
And I'm assuming you want to do it face to face and not like through like Andy sending or anything.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Do you feel better
A
not
little bit,
knowing
yeah.
that it wasn't your fault?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm sorry you went to prison for it though.
I mean, I guess what's done is done, but it was definitely
Yeah.
something, I suppose.
But then again, that's how we met, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. There's always bright sides, right?
Yep.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm kind of worried and excited and worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to screw up like with Andy's family.
Hmm.
Like I want to be supportive and not be a nuisance. But
I don't think you'd be one, but
social
if
situations.
maybe maybe you could get some tips from Andy. Uh,
Oh, I get a lot of tips
you
from
know,
Andy.
but like, specifically dealing with the family, because don't know, maybe like early.
Mm,
I know we kind of talked about it earlier, but you know, maybe try to get a little bit more,
Yeah, kind of see
just
how she
to.
reacts and follow her lead, right? Mm. By the way, was that a wolf howling or Lorcan farting?
Both.
Mm, okay,
No, I mean, with a 4 and a 3 perception, nothing seems out of place here.
okay.
eventually your watch comes to an end. Friesta, I need another Constitution saving throw here.
Oh god.
24.
Manage
Oh.
to stay awake. And as the third watch approaches, Friesta, you can take your position. Terminder wakes up, as she normally does. And I need a perception check, please.
Am I exhausted or am I fine?
You are not yet exhausted.
Okay,
You're getting there, though.
great.
Friesta, I don't mean to be, too worried, but do those look like wolf prints to you just outside of camp? You
Do
definitely, they definitely, you would spot with a 15 there is disturbance on the ground. I would say if you'd like, you could roll me a nature or survival check here.
The same modifier.
They could be wolves, they do seem canine.
Definitely canine tracks. Is it multiple or just the one?
You would see that it looks very much like a few came through that area.
I was going to say maybe Tala just shifted into an animal form, but there was more than one.
Okay, cool. Maybe we just make something not so pungent for breakfast in case there's something out there that wants to eat us.
That's fair. Something simple and disgusting that wolves don't want.
Yeah. Something like that.
Don't worry about it. It's earlier now, it's getting lighter. We'll be able to look out if anything tries to get us. We technically have the safest watch, you and I.
You see that she nods. She probably doesn't fully believe, but she's trying to.
That's all I can ask for. Let's make food.
Okay. If you would like, you can make a cooking roll here.
Absolutely. 12.
Your sleepless night is catching up to you, but Terminder is your perfect sous chef. She gets a natural 20.
What would I do without you?
But as breakfast finishes and as the watch ends, for those of you that slept, you can take a long rest. Friesta, you gain 1 point of exhaustion, but you can consider this a short rest.
Awesome. Food.
Yay!
Dude,
Yeah,
I love food.
just be careful. There were wolves around at some point last night. They might still be around. I don't know.
Do I know anything about wolves in the area from eons ago?
You know that they exist in the area. Go ahead, give me a history check though.
Okay. History. Nope. I know nothing. I see nothing.
Yeah, you just know that there are wolves in the area. They exist. Yep. But you all awake to a breakfast that is warm and maybe not the highest of calibers, but edible and delicious.
Yummy. Okie On the road again.
On the road again. Who would like to roll a d20 for your travel this day?
Oh.
Andy rolled for the first day of travel. Who would like to roll for the second?
Oh god.
I vote Ray.
Okay,
Well,
great.
I heard Ridian talk, so why don't we get a Talo roll?
Damn it!
1d20.
The wolves are gonna attack.
It's gonna be like Ashley Johnson. I summoned a dragon.
That was on an 8. You rolled a 4. It's fine. Um, I would like
No.
for
No.
Tala to roll for me a d6.
No.
Just a D6. It's fine.
It's a
Roll
D6,
good.
it's fine.
Don't mess
You
up.
might have to roll 2 more of them, but like 3d6.
Ooh.
Something about that.
That's either really good or really bad.
Yeah, we can never tell.
6. Let me just make a note here.
Oh god, I hate your notes.
Oh, it's a note kind of a thing. Oh.
Cool. As your group is walking, it is another mild day. The air above you, clear. There's a few clouds in the sky. Sun shines. You pass by some of the forested areas here. Most of it is rolling plainlands that you will be in the distance. But for now, there's still some forest. And I would like everyone to roll for me perception checks, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
All right. Ray, Friesta, what's on your minds right now?
Oh, I have disadvantage as well, actually. I might roll worse. Nope, I'll take the 9. Jesus.
Wait, what?
I'm tired.
What?
I have an excuse.
What's on your mind? Why do you have a 9? What's going on?
Probably thinking. I think Tala said something about a fart going on last night. Probably
Okay.
think about that, wondering what that was all about.
Yeah.
Very
Pondering
distraction.
late night conversations.
Yeah, gotta do that once in a while.
Friesta, what's going on in your mind?
I am very tired. And that's really all I can think about.
Meanwhile, Tala, Andy, there is a snap. Wood breaking
Oh
in
crap!
the woods.
Do we have 6 wolves?
And we'll find out what's causing that snap of a branch after our upcoming ad break. So, stick stick around with us for the ads. They are very important to us at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that's on screen as well as in our chat room. These donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, and new quests, but a full list is available on our Discord, so check us out there. And we'll see you all very soon.
Five-piece check and select.
Why did I expect anything else?
It's mystery. Really. You should lower your expectations.
All right. So that burger looks really good. As, as you guys had heard, there was this snap of wood a branch. And turning Paula and Andy, you can see 6 figures, humanoid, in the woods.
They like me.
Do they look like
Hello?
Fate's design? Or what was the other thing?
The Shadow Steel Syndicate?
That one.
It could be. Hard to
Are
see
they walk?
currently. You see that there are 6
Hello?
humanoid figures. You call out to them. Give me a persuasion check.
Sure. I meant to add please to that text. Anyway, okay, so persuasion. Persuasion. Oh, goody. 22?
As you are a flink. So many links. Commanding. As you call out, you would notice one of them kind of talk to the others before strolling out. They wear armor, a little piecemeal put together. You would notice that they do have weaponry at their waist. And as she looks to you, bit of a small caravan for traveling, don't you think?
Well, we travel with the power of friendship, so it's a pretty big group.
She seems to size the 7 of you up. Power of friendship, you say?
Pretty powerful stuff.
Why don't we make this easy? You're traveling through lands that we've got an eye on. We don't have to make this difficult. And she rests her hand on the hilt of her weapon.
Well, I'm glad you have your eye on them. Because, you want to make sure that the bandits are not on the road, doing bad things. That was nice
That
of
would
you.
be terrible. Yeah, that'd be awful. Horrible.
What would be horrible is if one of your friends ended up with a broken foot and had to travel
Oh,
that
no.
way.
That'd be
I'm
pretty
with you.
sad. Well,
Well, maybe
It's
instead of
difficult to laugh.
maybe instead of breaking feet, I should break hands so you can't use your magic anymore, huh?
Wait,
yeah,
Are you
that would
trying-
kind
are
of
you-
suck.
are you threatening?
I mean, I wasn't trying to at first, but you're all so green around here. Maybe wet behind the
Oh.
ears still.
No. Don't do that because every single bandit who tried to attack us, they all died.
Well, lucky for you, I'm not a fan of going into violence first. We can have a bit of a dialogue here.
Do you want to
Oh,
Hey.
I'm not.
Yeah, honestly, it sounds like you need a hug.
I'm not really good with that. I'm socially
like
awkward.
Well, I don't need you to be prim and proper. I just need you to hand over. She looks over each of you. 100 gold.
Oh. I mean,
Why?
we could, but it's more about the principle of do we want to. Can we have a group huddle?
Sure. If you don't mind my boys coming out and watching.
I mean, I'm
Yo.
not into that.
She gives a hand motion, and you would see the other 5 figures come out. 2 of them do have bows that are ready to be drawn. They already have arrows kind of placed. They just need to draw back the bowstring. No funny
will
business.
Wave
Question:
hat.
did you buy the blessed arrows from Darcy? Because those don't work.
I don't know who this Darcy you're talking about is.
Ah, it's too bad. You would have loved to come into it. Alright, never mind. Sorry, we're huddling.
Yes,
I raise my hand. I'm
Yes.
sorry, is this
Pull
a
it down.
sexual thing?
Tell it to huddle.
There was an implied joke that I made. Yes. But this is more about the huddle. We have 100 gold to give away. But just the principle, do we want to give that 100 gold away? It would save
No.
the fight, but they don't deserve 100 gold. They're being very mean.
Yes. So it's not a sexual thing. Okay.
Not
You
yours
want it to be?
anyways, No, this is a violent sort of thing that can either be solved by giving them 100 gold or by fighting them. Both
I'm
of
good
those are
fighting 'em.
horrible options. I'm good for a
100
fight.
gold
I'm
isn't light.
What?
100 gold per person is a lot.
No,
I
total.
think
No,
it's just a group.
just the 100
Oh.
gold.
Oh.
Not a lot, but I kinda itching to do something right now, and I wouldn't mind shooting someone in the foot.
Okay, let's fight them.
Oh,
Turns around.
okay.
Could I activate my Crimson Rite before we do anything, or would that be a
Yeah,
combat
what
thing?
about mage armor?
I feel like activating, definitely casting mage armor would signal for them to be a fight. And I do feel like activating your Crimson Rite is a little bit more than just something that happens. So it would be because you
That's fine.
have to do your, like, the blood maledict die kind of thing. The hemocraft die, that's what it is. So you guys turn out of the huddle. You see the 6 bandits there. What do?
I'm nodding to the wizard and the blood hunter. And go.
Should we inform them that we want to kill them first, or should we just go for it?
I don't think they've been kind of rude, honestly. You know,
Yeah,
asking us for money.
At least they informed us first. But
that's
Okay,
true.
okay.
Actually, they
they
did.
did kind of.
Okay, fine. I'll step up to the lady who's been talking to us. So we're gonna decline that offer. Nice though it is. So I guess we'll say toodles. Have a good life. Bye.
Or not.
You can go now.
I rather think that we're not. And as she says that, she gives a whistle.
Okay, yeah.
The 2 with the bow will lift that up into a fighting stance, and we're rolling initiatives.
Great. Schmutz.
Fantastic.
Alright, Andy, you are the first to act. You've got 6 bandits.
6 bandits. Do they look wise?
That's up to you to interpret if you think them wise or not.
Could I get, how many of them could I get within a 15-foot cube? Like one? Or...
You'd be able to get about half of them.
Okay, I'll move into that position and try and get half of them. I need, con saves, please. Oh.
They all fail.
Hold on. Did I get in power? What did I get? I did. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll 2 of those die.
Okay.
I'll use a sorcery point.
I'm assuming it's 2 of the ones.
Yeah, the 2 ones. Okay, so add 8 to
Yeah.
26.
26. The 3 bandits that you strike are pushed back and fall to the ground.
Great. Schmucks. That's it. Oh wait, I'll give a bardic to Frieza. You got it. You can shoot him.
Thank you. I'll try.
All right, Tala, it is your turn. You've got the one that was talking to you still left standing, as well as the one of the crossbow, or not crossbow, one of the bowmen, and then just a regular bandit.
I would like to go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt on the one that was talking.
Okay.
17 hit.
A 17 will hit.
She takes 14 points of radiant damage, please.
Yeah.
And I would like to cast Shillelagh, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Beautiful. All right, Ray, we come to your turn. You've got a bow guy, a regular guy, and what seems to be the leader, who is glowing currently.
No fun. For now, I'll just because I don't think I was able to do it. I'll just cast Mage Armor.
Yeah, you can 100% cast Mage Armor. As
Yay!
the protective layer settles over top of you. That is your action. Anything else on your turn?
I'll just kind of like walk a bit backwards.
Cool.
Maybe like 15 feet or something.
Yeah. It's our bandit's turn. And you know what? Our leader is going to go for Andy. And I would like first a athletics or acrobatics check from Andy, as she's going to try and sweep your feet out from underneath you.
Oh, schmuck. Oh, that'll be acrobatics. Is it 24?
Okay, you are not swept onto the ground, but she will take her next 2 attacks with the blade as she draws it.
Great.
But she misses, because that's a natural 1 and another single digit. Modifiers cannot help her.
Aw.
The
You're not very good at this, are you?
The other bandit is going to move in towards Tala, seeing that you're a spellcaster, and you proclaim to be a healer.
No.
He's going
that's right.
to swing as he grabs what you see is a club, and he's going to take 2 swings at you. The first one will miss, but the second one is a natural 20.
Silvery barbs!
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring that down to a 17 to hit.
Need to
Advantage to Tala.
Advantage to
Thank you.
Tala. All right. That is going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And our bowman is shooting at Frieza.
Oh,
Bow battle.
He shoots. He misses. Frieza, it's your turn.
Don't
great.
forget the leader is glowing.
Yep, I will activate my Crimson Right on my longbow. 2 points of damage isn't bad. And I'll attack the leader. So first one with advantage because it's glowing.
Okay. Yep.
Yes. Cool. That is a 30 to hit. For 10 points of piercing damage. And 1 point of cold. And then second attack is a natural 1. I'm tired.
Nice.
I have an excuse. It's my turn.
Okay. Then with that, it is our NPCs go, and that is a Lorcan act. So Lorcan's going to draw his short bow, and he'll take 2 shots, one at the leader and then one at the bowman. Lorcan misses because he's also tired.
That's fair.
And then it is Andy. We come back to the top of the round with you.
Alright. Pause my tea timer before that scares the crap out of me. Okay, let's see. So, where did the 3 that I hit, what are they doing?
Oh, they're just passing on into the afterlife.
Oh, they're dead. Okay, I thought they're just a little bit dead. Okay. Yeah, then I'll turn around and match the leader's aggression. Yep, just me. Okay, so I'm using my rapier. Uncle Arnick, 21 to hit. I sure hope that hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. Okay, 12, and we'll put in a bardic defensive flourish. My tough as nails aren't giving me some guidance for my own protection. And then do a second attack. Oh, please. 30, 20?
Yeah.
Oh, for sucky damage. And we'll put in a shadow depletion at it. Yeah, 2 more necrotic. Yeah. Yep, that'll do it.
That's the leader down.
Oh, haha.
Alright. Tala, do you do anything? There's 2 figures still standing.
I turn to them and go, "See, told you. Are you sure you still want to fight?" I would like to try to intimidate them to leaving.
Alright, roll an intimidation.
Great. I rolled a 10.
Alrighty, I will keep your 10 in mind.
Oh, wait. That was... I have advantage. May I try to crit this? Or roll better?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
roll your
yeah.
d20.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, cool. I will keep your 10 in mind. Ray, we come to your turn. There are 2 figures that are still standing here.
Oh, yay. I'd just like to do a magic missile, please.
Sure.
Alright.
All to 1, or are you breaking that up?
Break it up. Wait, do I need to... I need to...
Yeah, it's 3 darts.
Alright. Let's do this.
Oh, alright. So, that'll be... Bam and bam. Anything else?
I think I'm good for now.
Alright, the bandits go. And they really don't like that you're essentially rubbing this in their face, Tala. The one in front of you with the club is going to take 2 swings towards you again.
Oh, nuts.
These.
I knew Anna was coming up.
The first one misses again, but the second one is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And that will be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And then our archer is going to take 2 shots at you, Tala.
Okay.
But misses both times because that's a natural 1 and a natural 2 on the die. Modifiers cannot save them. Lisa, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to try and cast Ray of Frost at the archer. So let's say 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit the archer.
Cool. Where am I? There we go. For 14 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And bonus action, I'll take an attack with the longbow, which is a 16 to hit. For 6 points of piercing damage and 6 points of cold.
Lovely. And give that what the archer has already taken. That's the archer down.
I
Have a nice trip.
Lorcan's turn comes up for the NPCs, and he's taking his last 2 shots at the, or his 2 shots at the last bandit on Tala. And he hits with one of them.
Oh.
That will be that. And Andy, we come to your turn. 1 guy left.
Great. Can I get a wisdom save from him? Please?
Sure. Yeah, totally. That's a 17.
Oh, meets it, beats it. Okay, well, I'll take half of whatever this is. Okay, 10 psychic damage to him, as I call him a yellow-bellied scourge on the earth. And, yeah, wish him a nice trip.
Well, even if he's not running away from you, he falls.
Great.
And
Oh,
your
good.
group is no longer bound by initiative, as the bandit scourge upon your small travels has been successfully handled.
The one who hit
Lovely.
me 3 times? I would like to go ahead and kick him in the foot, please.
Yeah, as he drops down due to whatever Andy's dissonant whispers speak to him, you 100% can kick him.
Meanie, I told you.
Yeah, let it out, Tyler. Can we
No, we're
loot
not.
the bodies?
ooh.
Yeah, 100%. Their armor is piecemeal. It doesn't really have much value to it. But as you look through their coin purses, you're able to get 22 gold and 6 silver pieces.
Good friends.
Good
For
fun.
fun.
They weren't very good at this bandit thing, huh?
No.
Well, just impressive, I think.
Maybe they just started out. Maybe you were their first attempted job.
Oh my god.
You know,
I
we'll
mean,
never
it,
know.
it was kind of hot.
Yeah. But
We're doing the world a favor, really. We're like policing the area.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome, community.
they
Community
rise
service?
in the night
That's what
as
they thought.
vampires.
What?
What?
I
Did I say that out loud?
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed.
No, I've got plans
What?
For what?
for stuff.
What?
Paid stuff.
He's gonna be like the Critical Role bandits that we keep running into over and over again.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Well,
Team Rocket blasting off.
with that situation handled, you still do have travel that you need to worry about.
Oh.
Why don't we get survival checks for your evening? Find a place to bed down.
How about no?
I mean, you can always choose to fail a check.
I clicked the wrong thing.
Well, you know,
Oh god.
natural
12.
20. They can't fail.
So, you will find a place to camp down. And we'll see how your night goes in our next session. So, thank you for playing to our players. Thank you for viewing to our viewers. I hope you all enjoyed our story, but I will have to end it here for this session. I'll see you guys in our next stream. Until then, head over to wildewitch.com. Check us out in our Discord to jump in a game yourself and keep up to date with all of our announcements. You can follow us here on Twitch if you want to keep up to date with all of our live streams, or you can go over to YouTube to catch our VODs. Right. As always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.